Hello my friends, this is your teacher Be Better. Today I'm going to share with you a simple system that you can use to enjoy learning English and at the same time cool down at the end of the day before you go to bed. Enjoy! Alright, let's begin. This is a 7-day process, but do not let the number 7 intimidate you. Actually, the system is very simple, and after you get a hang of it, it won't take you long but 30 minutes to finish all the steps it takes. Let's begin with day 1. The first step that you have to take is to choose a story. And I recommend that you begin with some stories that are familiar to you, like the Little Magic Girl, Aladdin and their Magic Lamp, or Alibaba and the 40 Thieves. And the logic behind that is very simple. Let's be honest. One of the most common reasons that makes English difficult and boring to you is that you have to face too many new vocabularies. And by following this way, you already have the understanding of the story. So when you see a new vocabulary, you can guess the meaning of this new vocabulary by using the context. So remember not to strive for stories that are difficult to you at the beginning. And you are just trying to get used to the system. Why bother to try something hard? Step number 2, serious job. You have to read the story. And to make your reading easy and enjoyable, I suggest that you use 2 tools. The first one is called a click and see dictionary. What is a click and see dictionary? Let's say that you are reading the story and you see a new vocabulary. You have to use this tool to quickly look up the definition of the word. And my golden rule is to only spend 2 seconds for a new vocabulary. Right, no longer than 2 seconds, remember that. Alright, let's have some demonstration. Let's say that I do not know the meaning of this word, concrete. In macOS, you can use 3-finger, tap on your touchpad, and you will see the definition of that immediately. Alright? On Windows, I think that you can use something like lingos, or if you want something you can use across all platforms, you can use cup, very handy. Double click on the word that you want to look up. The second tool that I urge you to use is Google Image. I know this might sound crazy, but I cannot believe that some people still do not make use of this awesome tool. I mean, are they dinosaurs living in the 21st century? This tool is awesome. Let me show you how quickly you can use this tool to help you in reading story. Let's say that you are reading the story Aladdin and the Magic Lamp to the part where Aladdin needs to impress the princess to marry her. And you do not know what the word carpet means. And by the way, this is the definition of the word carpet. You can look through the definition of the word. In this situation, it is a large rock, typically an oriental one, and try to understand that. Or you can do something easier. Get on Google Image, type in carpet. In this situation, flying carpet, and voila! There is one thing that you have to consider when you're using the trick there. The trick only works for concrete nouns. It means that nouns for things that you can touch, things that you can see, or some of the sign language that we have learned by conventions. For abstract words like ecstasy, renaissance, or abstract for its matter, you would not be able to guess the meaning easily. But give it a try, you'll get a hang of it. Alright, let's see steps 1 and 2 in actions. As you can see, I chose a story with pictures and illustrations. Why should you do that? Because pictures and visual cues can help you follow the story much easier. Right. So the trick here is to make your reading as easy and enjoyable as possible. Let's begin. Aladdin and the Lamp. Long ago, a man called Mustafa lived in China. He worked very hard while his son Aladdin played in the streets all day. Then Mustafa died. One day, a stranger, let's say that I do not know what the word strangers mean. Double click on that. I spoke to Aladdin. I'm your uncle, said the man. Mustafa was my brother. But it wasn't true. The stranger wasn't Aladdin's uncle. He was a bad magician. Magician? What does magicians mean? Let's see. Aladdin took the stranger home. Mustafa never spoke about brother? Aladdin's mother said to the stranger, I traveled around for 40 years, said the magician. He told them about his adventures in other countries. What adventures? And tomorrow I'm going to show you something wonderful, Aladdin, he said. The next day, he took Aladdin a long way from the city. Make a fire, said the magician. His voice was cold and hard, and Aladdin was afraid. The magician dropped something on the fire. A drop? Apparently, Gok doesn't work with the ed ending. Drop. See. Alright. A big flat stone appeared by magic. Flat stone? Why don't we try Google image? Flat stone? That's what it is. Now, why don't you try to finish the story on your own before we continue? The next step is for you to find and watch a video of the story. You can very easily go on YouTube and do a search. Aladdin and their magic lamp. Alright, when you are looking for your video, remember to use the filter. It can be a great help. Click on subtitle to find videos with closed caption. It means subtitle, right? You can see a lot of video here. To make it quicker, I'm gonna just choose one.
Aladdin and the Magic Lamp.
Fruit! Delicious, juicy fruit!
Once upon a time, a boy named Aladdin lived far, far away in the east. He lived with his mother and supported her by selling fruit in the market.
Very cheap prices! Come get your fruit! The cheapest prices.
One day, the palace magician came to the market and sought out Aladdin.
Come on!
Come with me, Aladdin. I have something to show you.
Ooh.
Something that you should remember when you're watching this video though. The language used in this video should be a little bit more difficult than the reading. Because when you're watching, you are exposed to a lot of visual cues, pictures, animation, and even the tones of the character in the story. The second thing is that try not to be too hard on yourself, even if you do not understand every new vocabulary, for that matter. In the step, what you need is to just enjoy the story and forget about language learning. And believe me, actually, if you do that, you will actually learn the language quicker and better. Finally, I've been rambling a lot, haven't I? This is where you enjoy the fruit of your hard work. What you do is that you put your headphones on, you go to bed, and then you listen to the audio version of the video. Because you have read the simple version of the story, you have watched the video of the story, and now the audio is exactly the same with what you have listened from the video. So it should be easy for you. There are two things that I want you to remember when you are taking the step. The first thing is try not to be too difficult on your own if you cannot keep up with the audio speed. This is why I said that this is a 7-day process. It is not a 1-day process, right? The second thing, English should be something enjoyable and interesting for you. So when you are listening to the audio and you feel sleepy, just lose yourself in the sleep. Do not try to find the sleep.